issue of Islamic State attacks on...
It is true that ISIL has made it common practice, it seems, to target LGBT persons, but that is true also around the world, very far from where ISIL dominates. You have countries that have criminalized LGBT status. You have societies, of course, that are every bit as unwelcoming as they were, 20, 30 years ago, communities in that regard. But today's meeting is a sign that this issue is getting injected into the mainstream at the United Nations.
Members of the Security Council didn't show up today to this meeting.
We just have to continue to create dedicated spaces and venues for conversations like the one we just had, raising awareness, showing LGBT people or those being persecuted that the UN cares, that the Security Council cares, that the General Assembly cares, that the Human Rights Council cares, that the member states of the United Nations care. That's extremely important. But also each of us as governments has a responsibility to inject the treatment of LGBT persons into our bilateral relationships as well.
What more do you think the Council can do on this particular issue? And just on
LGBT people have their own voice, and LGBT people wanna be represented in the UN and in the government, and want to be integrated into the systems and be part of the development of the countries and its policies. So I was hoping that my message will deliver that integration of not just to prove that LGBT is not just a terminology invented by the West itself, but there is an LGBT community in the Middle East and in Africa, and they stand together and they want their right too.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Can we do a vlog with you?
Wonderful. Yes.